Century England, during a period of civil war in Britain, as the English kingdom struggles to defeat the rebel forces. The English recently defeated the Scottish army, and among those who survived is the young Englishman Henry Percy of the Hotspur family. He notices a badly wounded enemy soldier crawling on the ground and says that he's going in the wrong direction. Percy then impales him with a single stroke of his sword and ends his suffering. Later we see the Hotspur family dining at the same table as King Henry IV, a sickly old man and a slovenly drunkard. The king asks if they have taken any prisoners for him, but Percy replies no, because the king has not paid the ransom for one of his cousins, who remains in Welsh captivity. The king dismisses the hostage as nothing more than a rebel and a traitor, which enrages Percy, who begins to insult him. The king then threatens to cut off his head, prompting an angry Percy to walk away in the middle of the dinner. Afterwards, the king concludes that Percy will soon betray him, yet at the same time wishes his own son possessed such determination. Elsewhere, we see the king's eldest son, Henry V, who is disillusioned with the court and disgusted by its corruption and endless wars. So he avoids royal duties and spends his time drinking, brawling, and wandering the taverns with his friend Sir John Falstaff. One day, Henry is approached by a royal attendant who claims that the king is gravely ill and wishes to see his eldest son. But Henry shows no concern for his father and instead spends his time at the tavern having fun. The next morning, he is found sleeping beside a prostitute until John arrives and sends the woman away. John persuades Henry to pay his father a visit, warning he will regret it for the rest of his life if the king dies without speaking to him. Upon hearing this, Henry reluctantly agrees and makes his way to the court, where the assembled lords rise to greet him with a standing ovation. The king then declares that his time is running short and an heir must be named. Despite the fact that Henry is his eldest son, he refuses to give him the crown, stating that it will go to his younger brother, Thomas. Henry receives the news without surprise or disappointment, for he never desired the throne anyway. He also learns that Percy of the Hotspur family has turned traitor, and Thomas will lead the royal army into battle against him tomorrow. The next day, Thomas is seen preparing for battle with his army when Henry suddenly arrives and surprises everyone. He declares that he will end this conflict without needless bloodshed, for he does not wish to see his brother or countless men die. Henry then dispatches an emissary to Percy with a message challenging him to single combat. The message soon reaches Percy, who eagerly accepts the duel, even as his father pleads with him not to. Not long after, Percy arrives at the battlefield, and the duel between him and Henry begins. Both demonstrate incredible skill, and they soon lose their swords and engage in brutal hand-to-hand combat. However, after a long and intense struggle, Henry draws a hidden dagger and ultimately